Hello everyone and welcome to another Muffin video. Before we dive in here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell and drop a like on the video too if you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to join our Discord server as well if you're not already there. The link is in the description down below. We've also activated our channel membership, which comes with all kinds of perks, so check that out if you're interested in joining. And speaking of channel membership, I do want to take a moment to give a special shout out to our current members. So thanks to all of you, and I hope you're enjoying the benefits. And finally, a reminder that all comments on every video will be automatically entered into our weekly giveaways. Winners will be randomly selected every Monday. So good luck, and let's get this started. So it's finally time for us to take another look at future content in the game, the most up-to-date announcements being made by the developers in the Chinese version of the game. For those who don't know, the Chinese version is quite far advanced compared to our global version, and these announcements have been around Class Change 7. Now, we've had all the other classes already announced, and the final 5th Class Change 7 to have been announced is the SHADOWLASH Class Change 7, my class that I play. So they've made me wait until the very last to be able to bring this video to you and get my reactions on whether or not I'm excited about how my Class 7 looks and whether you should be too. So we've seen already the Wayfarer, which looked good, the Swordbearer looked particularly epic, the Scholar looks a little lackluster, and then the Acolyte looked absurd. So with all of those, it's time for us to see how the quote-unquote best potential DPS in the game, which is what everyone sold SHADOWLASH as in the beginning, are they going to hold their crown going into Class Change 7? And maybe we can decipher their chance of being able to accomplish that based on the descriptions from the developers. Now, this is of course just an early tease. This is roughly translated from Chinese to English, so we're taking this all with a grain of salt. But with all of that said, it's very interesting to be able to get a little preview into what we can expect in this future class change. Now, as with all the previous Class Change 7 videos, we're going to take a look first off at a screenshot of the visual style of the class. So, here you have it, the Class Change 7 SHADOWLASH. And right away, it is a blue themed kind of thunder style visuals. Now our Class Change 3 is also Thunder Element. I wonder if this Class Change 7 is also going to be Thunder Element. From the visuals and the descriptions, it could be. Maybe there's ice because of the this summoned creature, which I'm not sure if it's a summoned creature specifically, if it has some role in every single attack, or if it's just one attack, but maybe when we watch the video we'll get more information. But let's now take a read of the descriptions of the class to see if we can decipher how this class is going to play. So, first off, deliver judgment through lightning and thunder. Well, that answers that question. Guess it's going to be a thunder class. Activate flashing thunder dash. Charge at enemies with lightning speed, dealing multiple strikes. Summon the thunder beast that dwells within to strike down your foes. Now, okay, very interesting. So we actually have the word summon. So that would indicate to me that we are in fact going to have a summon type ability to do with this large wolf, like this thunder wolf type creature that's behind us, and it's not just for visual style. Very interesting. Now let's take a look at the second descriptor to see if we can make a bit more out about the class. Thunderborn Avatar Resonant Storm. Strike with lightning speed. Imbue your kunai with thunder and unleash Stormbound Dagger. Landing lightning damage may trigger a resonant thunderclap. Eradicate foes with overwhelming thunderous might. Okay, well they're really nailing home this concept of it is a thunder class. Everything about it is thunder and lightning and thunder and lightning and thunder and lightning. Every single descriptor that they can use is surrounded with the thunder. So that's quite interesting. Now we do have another hint at a mechanic here, and it is not necessarily a mechanic that we haven't seen before. It seems to be imbuing the kunai with thunder unleashes Stormbound Dagger, which means anytime you land lightning damage, you have a chance to trigger Resonant Thunderclap. Now, the class change 1 Ranger, for example, also had a similar mechanic where anytime they attack, they could trigger birds. Class Change 2 has a similar effect, I believe, as an Eagle Eye, where you can trigger these pillars from the sky. So this on element hit effect equals this happening is not a new mechanic, but it could be quite interesting. I think more interesting than that is the summon aspect, because we do have classes that have a quote-unquote summon. For example, our class change to Nightweaver, for example, that we have now, is in fact 2 summoned blades, that your main mechanic is taking these 2 summoned blades and getting them to attack the enemies over and over and over again. So it's not that we've never had a summon, it's just that it's interesting to see a summoned beast in question. So let's take a look now at the video and see if we can get a bit more information, at least, and a little more of the visual style that we can look forward to in this class change 7 for SHADOWLASH. So, as always, SHADOWLASH, in my opinion, has some of the better outfits, or the default outfits in the game. So, okay, wow. Hold on, what's going on here? Okay, wait. Hold on. Has SHADOWLASH finally broken out of its cage as being one of the less visually interesting classes? Have the devs finally unleashed the true visual potential of SHADOWLASH? Are we going to be the flashiest class now? Maybe not the flashiest, but certainly one of them. I mean, check out these effects. A huge summoning ring with the howling beast smashing down, and look at this attack here. This must be this what did they call this attack? Flashing Thunder Dash. I think that was the Flashing Thunder Dash, that dash almost making a star from its movement. That's very interesting. So compared to some of the previous class changes, this is way flashier than what we've come to expect for SHADOWLASH, and it seems to be quite a lot of AoE style attacks. Like, everything is a big AoE. Even this is AoE, that's AoE. Every attack seems to be AoE focused. And this is this weird, you can see this at the back. Let's take a look at that again. This circle at the back of the character, which does not seem to be costume related. Now, it almost feels like that looks like charges of some kind. Look at that. Does that maybe indicate number of charges when that's active? It's definitely a mechanic, but to what extent is it a mechanic? Maybe that activates in certain conditions. I'm not sure, but that's quite interesting. I don't think that is a cosmetic. I think that is actually mechanically related to the class. Anyway, so I'm very curious to see if we can get more information about this Class Change 7 SHADOWLASH, but visually it is a big departure from what we're used to for the class, and it almost doesn't feel like an assassin anymore. The only assassin part of this class is that initial attack. Everything else almost feels like a, I don't know how we describe it, a shadow mage, a mage assassin of some kind, because it's like big AoE attacks. It's no longer like assassin feeling. So very cool. I'm not unhappy with what I see. The mechanics description maybe is a little not that interesting compared to like Acolyte, for example, which sounded epic with duplicating tactical skills and all kinds of madness. But still, something to look forward to. And I know we have plenty of very interesting class changes on the way to Class Change 7 as well. So there you have it. Hopefully you're as excited as I am to check out this new content when it comes our way, whenever that may be. And yeah, so that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.